In this Winkist guide, we explore the hidden world of teenage boys and their journey through sex and identity. For 2 years, journalist Peggy Orenstein spoke with hundreds of young men across America. She wanted to hear what they really thought about hookup culture, gender, and social pressure. What she found was a generation of boys who feel they must wear a mask of strength and silence. While girls are often encouraged to be many different things, boys often feel they have only one way to be a real man. This restricted view of masculinity is hurting their mental health and their ability to connect with others. Society tells boys that being a man means hiding your feelings. This starts very early at home. Research shows that parents often use fewer emotional words when talking to their sons compared to their daughters. By the time boys reach kindergarten, they start hiding their need for connection. By age 14, many are afraid that showing emotion will make them look weak. This lack of emotional range, or emo-diversity, has real consequences. A study of over 1,000 teenagers found that boys who follow these strict stereotypes are 6 times more likely to bully others or harass girls. They are also more likely to struggle with depression and binge drinking. The digital world has also changed how boys learn about sex. Today, most boys see pornography long before they have any real-life experience. Unlike past generations, they have unlimited access to very graphic material. This shapes their expectations in ways that are often harmful. Many boys worry about their body image or whether they can perform like the actors they see online. They find that real-life sex is much more complicated and less perfect than what is on a screen. Some even find it hard to be attracted to real partners because they have trained their brains to only respond to specific, filtered images. Worst of all, some pornography teaches that no eventually means yes, which confuses their understanding of consent. College life often revolves around hookup culture. This is a world where casual sex is normal, but catching feelings is seen as a mistake. Sociologists call this compulsory carelessness. To fit in, boys feel they must act like they do not care about their partners. This leads to a big gap in satisfaction. In one survey, 81% of boys said they reached a climax during their last hookup, but only 51% of girls said the same. Because boys are trying to protect their tough image, they often act cold or distant after sex. To deal with the pressure of performing, many boys drink a lot of alcohol. This makes it even harder for them to read social cues or understand if their partner is truly comfortable. Life is even more complex for boys who do not fit the straight white stereotype. While the world is becoming more accepting of LGBTQ+ people, many queer boys in conservative areas still feel unsafe. They often turn to apps like Grindr to find community, but being underage on these apps can lead to risky situations. There is also a lack of education about sex that isn't just about reproduction. For Black boys, the challenge is dealing with racial stereotypes. They are often viewed through a lens of athleticism or aggression. Statistics show that Black men are reported for sexual misconduct at higher rates than white men in many settings. This makes young Black men very cautious, as they feel they will be punished more harshly for any misunderstanding. Consent is a topic that almost every boy says they understand, but few practice correctly. Most boys know that no means no, but they don't always look for an enthusiastic yes. In a study of 1,000 boys, only 13% actually had a conversation about intentions before sex. Many boys rely on reading the room or looking for nonverbal cues like a smile. However, these signals can be easily misunderstood. When someone is pressured or coerced into saying yes, that is not true consent. It is important for young men to learn that they are never entitled to sex just because they went on a date or danced with someone. Another silent issue is that boys can be victims too. Our culture often treats male sexual assault as a joke or a sign of luck if the attacker is a woman. This is a dangerous myth. At Columbia University, a study found that 22% of students experienced assault, and 20% of those victims were male. About 60% of those male victims said their attacker was female. Because society thinks men always want sex, these boys often feel they cannot speak up. If they do, their friends might even congratulate them instead of offering support. We must realize that 1 in 6 boys will experience some form of sexual abuse before they turn 18. We need to create a space where they feel safe being vulnerable. The path forward requires parents and teachers to change how they talk to boys. It shouldn't be just one big talk about the birds and the bees. Instead, it needs to be an ongoing conversation about respect, emotions, and ethics. We need to teach boys that sex is about more than just a physical act. It is about communication and caring for another person's well-being. By modeling honesty and showing our own vulnerability, we can help boys grow into men who are comfortable in their own skin. Today's boys have so much potential to be kind and progressive, but they need the adults in their lives to guide them through the noise of the modern world.